Hello and welcome, I'm still like today of Lord of the Rings The Third Age. So, we just made it up here on this upper platform area, I guess. We now need to make our way back so we can go and explore the other half of the map. I think... yeah, we've got Elegost and... okay, it's just Elegost now to reach level 36 so he gets his Lingering Sleep passive. Okay, so let's keep him out, and as I make our way back, I think we might get a random encounter on the way back. Potentially. I think the Eye of Sauron thing popped up when we was making our way here. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, and there is an elf scout up here. Remember, right, this is a ranged battle. This one. Oh. That's a weirdly sneaky save point. But anyway, let's do this.
We plan to ambush some Isengard Urukai.
What shall my group do?
Prepare to charge when he opens fire.
Also, that other elf looked exactly like the other guy, just saying. So I think this battle's... yeah, I'm about to say, it's one of the only battles in the game, I think, where there's like 5 targets to deal with, which is interesting. Also, from right, I think this is one of the evil mode fights, and it's a bit tricky. Right, okay, Bearfour, you're somewhat useless in this fight, so I need you. Just do Valor. Oh, nice. Didn't realise it was that close. Right, okay. So I need to take out the Urukai first, ideally, because they can do War Call, and there's a lot of enemies here that will answer that call. That feels like somewhat of a waste of a move, but sure. If I do Arrow Storm, that's not going to kill all you guys, right? Pretty sure it doesn't. You know what, let's just do it. Okay, I mean, it kills the majority of them. Right, I just need to... I'm just gonna do this, just so I can get not Bearfour, and then Gloucester here to take an action. Again, I don't think damaging shield really does much. I mean, I guess we'll see right here, but... just do Crippling Shot, I guess. Yeah, it's like range attacks, it doesn't do anything. There you go, let's just end this fight, everyone's had a turn. Yeah, that on Evil Mode is somewhat of a tricky fight. I think this whole zone, actually, I think has some pretty tough Evil Mode encounters. Ooh, new bow. Are you my thanks? And then he's going to say to, yep, his group, yep. See, do not feel used.
I shall tell you more concerning Boromir, son of Denethor. His heart was troubled by his father's command, for he knew Denethor's cause was not just. Denethor coveted great power at all cost, even the loss of both of his sons. You will find when you reach Minas Tirith that only the power of the elves gives you force to resist the corruption that besets the world of men. Place your trust in your elf companion, for she has served me for long ages, and her heart is true.
As I say, Lord of the Rings, like all the films, I feel like, they really hone in the whole humans are like weak aspect. There you go. Right, now then, what passive are we learning of you? Improves his dex, don't need frenzy, blessing of haste, allows him to take actions more often, crippling mind, increased effectiveness of crippling shot. I mean, I guess for the times when enemies might be resistant to sleep, but a crippling shot could be good. Sure, let's do that. Just so he has a backup thing for the odd. Oh yeah, actually, I need to give him a bow, don't I? Okay, so boost in dex and damage, just a better bow. Okay, awesome. Right, is there anything up here? No, this was just for the elf encounter. Cool, okay. Don't think I need to... Actually, I will save just in case of crashing or anything like that, or the game overly stuttering like it did last video. I don't want a repeat of that. So, at least we have a little bit of a checkpoint now. Right, okay, so... let's go around this way first. I think this is just a dead end. Like a little loop. Polished elfstone of armor enhancements. Right, okay. I'm assuming you... yeah, you need that a lot. Yeah, armor enhancement. Okay, I mean, not the biggest jump. I think I gave him an extra 10. But considering he has barely anything anyway, that's like... that's pretty good. Also, I saw that I had a polished water enhancement. Do I have anyone with a cracked water? Yeah, there you go. That's just a upgrade to what you've got there. Polished water protection. There you go. Might as well. It's just a straight upgrade. Right. I think that's everything in this corner. I think. Yep. Let's travel this way. Gonna get a random encounter. Yep. Right, just gotta love when they have the first turn. Okay, I was about to say a first turn they didn't do any damage, but they did. This is a pretty weak encounter. But a good reason to use with the Master. Because that renders their whole other attack completely useless. I love how since putting that action enhancement thing on, I've not used a single like melee axe craft with handhod, so its overwhelming axes just ain't getting any use. Right, you must be pretty close to leveling up your next thing now, Idril. Let's not have you finish this guy off yet. I forgot to check Berefor's leadership skill, like his next one. I'll do that after this. There we go. Because I think he's getting at the point now where he's getting some really good leadership skills. I mean, all leadership skills are good, but there's like some really good ones. Like, that's just a random encounter, wasn't it? So I ain't gonna get any gear from that. Idril, let's have a look. Constitution, and do Constitution again. Berefor, you need Constitution and Speed. Right, skills for Berefor, let's have a look. So we can learn Royal Grace, restores HP of the group by a small amount each round. So kind of the sort of flash in Elegost's face because he had his skill that gives us one person regenerates health. This is everyone, so kind of a take that, Elegost. Or Shield of Courage to remember is just super useful. Yeah, grants immunity to fear and cures all negative effects. So this is like Idril's thing as well. This is like a better version of Idril's. I'm gonna learn that one. but it's a better version of, yeah, this one, which is remove all negative effects from an entire group. It's just a better version of it. But at least that means that 2 people can cure like negative effects from the team, I guess. Right. I'm pretty sure you're still, yeah, lowest level. Cool. Okay. Onwards. Oh, this is the part that I can't traverse until I get all the elf scouts, right?
We are not strong enough yet to take the camp.
We need more of my people to aid us.
Yeah, literally just can't go that way. That's the end of the chapter, if I remember right. But I think we ain't got many more elf scouts to get. This might be the last one around this corner, I think. Oh, not this corner, the other corner. This feels like the kind of place where I would miss a chest. Actually, no, I think I've done this area already, haven't I? I think. The chest... Yeah, I got the chest over here. Yeah, okay, so I think I've pretty much explored this entire side of the map now. It's not as in-depth as the other side, it seems. Hello, wargs. Love how they're just, like, just eyeing up the elf. Like, not even trying to attack. And I feel like this is a fight we don't really need Aaron Elf for. What's company rally against? Yeah, momentum one. That's a nice little animation, that one. Let's do Flaming Fury. I think these guys are pretty susceptible to fire damage. I was doing aim shots, so we ain't just like absolutely wiping them out. Drain health. That's it. Attack that guy. I don't care if he takes all the damage. And actually, yeah, let's just do a creature bane. Ooh, not quite enough, but we just do it. Oh, actually, I should have done that because now nobody gets the enemy kill boosted experience unless it defaults to someone else, maybe. Not really. No, it didn't. No, because yeah. Many thanks for your quick action. I've seen. Still too rare, carried away. Yeah, okay, yeah, so he hasn't saying there's any more. Oh, 2 members of Pirates of Cave. I think that's all of them. Emma's Rebels.
Saruman's Urukai are close now to achieving their goal. They reach the edge of Fanghorn Forest. But Eomer's Rohirrim will not grant them permission to survive the night. Saruman's mind devises many treacheries. His schemes lead him to create a terrible war against this land.
Oh, lag.
Well, they will be used against Rohan many times in the war to come.
I reckon a fight against Saruman would be quite a cool encounter in this game as well. It'd be kind of like flipping the tables and having like how Gandalf fights with you in against the Balrog. Like, imagine fighting against him instead. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I didn't get any equipment from that fight. Yeah, I've been there before. Okay, so I think save the soldier, break out of Ran's plains. I think this is the same thing, right? These two, because the Rohan soldiers at the exit, and this is the exit. So I think, yeah, that's it. We literally have to go to the end now. Okay, there wasn't as much left of this chapter as than I was thinking there was. And in the next chapter, we get our next final 2 party members, which are kind of interesting party members. I think I went a little bit into it last video, maybe, I can't remember, but yeah, they're kind of interesting, especially the 6th party member. Their whole deal is just absolutely bizarre, what their like function is, if that makes sense. A poor horse.
There are too many.
Behind the horse, a captive, still alive.
Idril's like, yep, that's all I need. So I think this fight is a bit more tricky than it seems, because I think they have reinforcements in this fight. So let's get myself going. I mean, that also works. And I think it's only Uruk fight, so I don't think I have to worry about Weapon Master. Right, let's take care of you. Yep, they keep having reinforcements in this fight, so I'm not too worried about using Arrow Storm here, even though it's not very effective against Uruk apparently. I think all these guys are susceptible as well. Yep, awesome. Drain health, either one will do. Black Speech also. Okay, we're getting into the really tasty Shadowcraft now. I mean, I could do Arrow Storm. It will mean that they'll all be awake. But we got Mountain Shield, so it's whatever. I don't remember how many reinforcements they have, all in all. But this is basically like the boss of this chapter, so it makes sense that there's like quite a few. Right, let's quickly bring out Bearafor. What am I doing? Urukai Bane. Nice. Right. Black Speech. Nice. Oh, and that finished it. Okay. So yeah, that's why Shadowcraft's quite good, especially when you pull it along with the not action point, spirit enhancement, Elfstone, because you get attacks like that.
You have strange powers, lady.
Long have my people defended you unseen.
I am grateful, for I was cut off from my fellows. I did not expect to survive the night.
Travel with us. We shall help you find your company, so you may rejoin them.
Here, our forces must part ways. We shall meet again before you leave this land.
I will fulfill my part in this. He shall prove worthy of our trust.
So, now we're pushed into hostile land, lost, on foot, and without aid. This is a marvelous quest you're leading us on.
Nice little reference. Yeah, more talking about something going on that we are not aware of from Idril to fellow elves.
What business does an elf, a man, and a dwarf have in the Riddermark?
We come in friendship. We search for a company of fellow warriors. Mithrandir seeks you. Assemble your forces and meet him east of Helm's Deep.
Gandalf has long been our trusted advisor. We shall marshal followers as quickly as possible. What of you?
The wizard requested I aid in rallying your men.
See, this is a... Hang on.
Look for your friends, but do not trust to hope. It has forsaken these lands.
I love how that everything he has to say is just lines from the film. Before I watch this though, I love the idea of this chapter, because this chapter is all about like, Gandalf obviously goes off and leaves the group at a certain point in the film, and he's like, I'm gonna gather the road, like lost road here and stuff, but you never see anything from him until the very end of the film, and he's already done it. He's got the armies and stuff, and they're just going for it. This is a good chapter because it's like, oh yeah, this is how it happened. Like, this is us gathering all those men to send to Helm's Deep. So it's like this chapter makes sense from like playing in tandem with the films, because even though we're not doing things in the film, we're actively affecting the film's events, if that makes sense. So let's watch this. Scandalf and Galadriel's plan.
I must gather Irma's scattered force. In this you can lend your aid. Our hopes travel with you. But you must search Rohan, for their legacy is scattered, their powers dispersed. I shall go to Edoras and free their king while you do this. The elves will ready their people for the struggle that comes. War looms. And while I shall attempt to persuade King Theoden otherwise, I expect he will retreat to Helm's Deep for a final stand. Soon, Saruman's evil will be broken and you will be free of him forever.
Cool. So this chapter also has the return of an enemy from the first chapter of the game, which is the Wild Men. So this is technically where they're like supposed to be, like in terms of like the lore and stuff. That makes sense. Let's do no, one spirit, one speed. Right, Idril, Shadowcraft. I don't need crippling. Will of Fire or Fear? As much as I like the idea of Fear, I feel like it's kind of irrelevant because she's doing so much damage. Any things that would survive the kind of strong damage she's doing at the moment would probably be resistant to Fear. So I think I'm going to go straight for Wheel of Fire. But yeah, Idriel's now an absolute damage-dealing powerhouse now that she has Black Speech. She really is. She can wipe out the entire enemy team in one go, essentially. Right, okay. The only problem with this chapter, though, is that it feels kind of just open and empty. Like this shot here, for example, this is like one of the zones. And it's like a big open space, but nothing's here. And I think this is kind of where the game falls short a little bit, like compared to some of the first chapters, because it's like, okay, this is meant to be like the plains of Rohan and all that sort of stuff, but it's like, but there's nothing here, you know? Like, if there's some stuff to do or navigate little side paths and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, it's just like I feel like I'm running an empty expanse to do nothing in it. Like, you know, you see what I mean, right? I feel like once you beat the Balrog, the game takes a slight downwards in terms of its quality. It's not that it's a bad game or anything, I still absolutely love the game, but you can definitely see it sort of like not as good after the Balrog. And we should get a new, evil mode. That evil mode might pose a bit of a problem for us. Right, so I'm going to end this video here. Next one is going to be obviously doing the evil mode from the whatever the name of the last act was, I don't remember. And then we'll explore this chapter where I don't think it takes too long for us to get our next party member. I think they might literally be in like the next zone maybe, and that might be a whole thing of trying to make them into like a worthy character. I won't spoil so much about like what she is for people who have not seen the game before, but all I will say is glass cannon. That's yeah, and that's on easy mode, so she's probably going to absolutely be slaughtered on this difficulty very easily. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment, love, subscribe, and it's totally free and helps the channel grow. Thank you, I'll see you next video. Have a nice day.